Putting on weight for somebody who has diabetes, this can really be a tightrope walk, because on one hand you have to make sure that your sugar levels stay under control, and on the other hand you are struggling to put on weight, so you want to eat more foods, you don't know what are the foods you should eat so that you put on healthy weight. In diabetes, when you lose weight, very often the weight loss is a lot and it is sudden. And when that happens, it's difficult for anybody, because overnight you're looking like a different person, you're feeling like a different person. Sometimes the weight loss is too much on the face, you've lost fat on your face, and you may be looking older than you are. Or people are asking you questions, people are always ready with their questions to ask you what has happened, is something seriously wrong with you? And there's this constant reminder, and you have to change the style, the way you're dressing, etc., to make sure that you're camouflaging your weight loss. So in this video we will be talking about how you can gain good weight, healthy weight, when you have diabetes. Let's get started. When it comes to diabetes and gaining weight, the first thing I want you to do is make sure that you know what is the type of diabetes you have, whether you have insulin dependent diabetes or not. This is so important, because if you are not producing enough insulin, then you need to make sure that you're taking insulin in the form of injections, you're taking external insulin. Without insulin, you will not be able to put on weight, and you will keep on losing weight, and that wasted look that you have got, you will keep losing weight further. So it's important that you know what is the type of diabetes that you have, whether you require insulin or not, how much insulin your body is producing. Speak to your doctor and confirm this first. Point number two is that if your blood sugars are absolutely out of control, you have very high HbA1c, and you have lost a lot of weight, the first thing you should do is prioritize bringing the blood sugar levels under decent control, and that can be done, of course, with medicine. The stage two will be then starting the journey of weight gain and gaining healthy muscle. But first, don't try to do both things together. The priority should always be to bring the sugar levels under control, because high sugar levels will cause a lot of complications to start happening in the body. And it is very tempting to want to first try to put on weight, which is not going to happen soon. Okay, the weight gain takes time. Bringing your sugar levels under control can happen quickly, but the weight gain is going to take time. So you prepare yourself that, yeah, first I'm going to focus on bringing my sugar levels under control, bring your HbA1c as close to 7 as possible, and then stage 2 will be starting on your weight gain journey. Point number 3 is to find out how many calories you need to eat daily in order to put on weight. So this can simply be done by using a calculator which can be found online. There are hundreds of such calculators. You need to look for a TDEE calculator, which tells you your total daily energy expenditure. You will need to put in the basic details like your age, your weight, your height, and your exercise levels, your daily activity levels, whether you're having a sedentary lifestyle or you're doing moderate to a lot of exercise, whatever is the exercise that you're doing on a daily basis, you put in those details and it will throw you a number which will be the total number of calories you need to eat to maintain your present weight, and the calories you will need in order to reach your weight goal. So let's say you're 55 kgs now, it will tell you how many calories you need to maintain that 55 kgs and how many calories you will have to increase in order to gain weight. Typically, you will need to eat 500 to 600 calories more, 500 to 6 calories on a daily basis extra, additional, in order to reach your weight gain. Now, once you know what are the total number of calories you need to eat in a day, you need to see and choose foods which are high in calories and low in glycemic index and glycemic load. See, when you have diabetes and you're also overweight, you need to reduce the total number of calories also. But when you're trying to put on weight, you will have to choose foods that are higher in calories. So what are the things that you will choose? You will choose things like butter, ghee, cheese, paneer, nuts, all types of nuts, seeds, and also pulses like your rajma, your chole, all of those vegetables, even vegetables which are non-starchy, you could eat those in the right way. If you're a non-vegetarian, of course, eggs and fish and meat, these are the things that you can eat. These are high in calories. It's easy to eat junk food or eat anything and put on weight. But when you have diabetes, you cannot do that. And also, if you are thin and you try to put on weight by just eating anything, you will notice that you will put on more weight on your belly, and not a healthy weight, will not give you a healthy look throughout the body. You will have more of belly fat where you're thin fat. You're a thin person, but you still have a lot of abdominal fat. So you have to make sure that you, in the desperation to put on weight, you just don't start eating anything and everything, and you plan your meals in a way such that you are still choosing healthier options. You are eating foods which are higher in calories. You can have fruits also. Then we come to exercise. So if you're trying to gain weight, make sure that you cut down on your cardio activity. If you're doing a lot of walking, if you're doing running, if you're doing swimming, if you're doing cycling, make sure that you cut down on these activities and you spend more time doing resistance training activities of any kind, whether it is yoga using your body weight, or whether it's going to the gym and using those weights and exercising training. You can use dumbbells and resistance bands at home and do those exercises, but make sure that your cardio activity is being reduced. If you have to put on weight, your aim should be to put on muscle, and that's not going to happen if you are not going to do weight training. Resistance training will also help you to make sure that you're putting on weight but your blood sugar levels stay under control. So give yourself 6 months to a year's time and stick with a weight training routine that works for you, and focus on your bigger muscle groups. So you can do things like lunges, squats, you can do the plank pose, you can do push-ups, you can do surya namaskars. These are things that you can begin with. The next point is eat more frequently. For a person with diabetes, we usually recommend that stick to 2 to 3 meals per day and avoid snacking. But when you're trying to put on weight, you simply have to eat more calories, and you cannot eat a lot of food if you're just going to eat 3 meals. So you can start your day with fruits. In fact, that's a great option for you. And make sure that you are planning to have your snacks in between. You're planning to have some healthy snacks and eat every 3 hours or so that you are getting enough calories and you're able to meet that big calorie requirement that is needed for you to put on weight. The last point is be prepared to be patient. Give your body time. Weight gain is going to take time, and it is going to happen, but it will take time. We have people around us who will keep asking what happened, this and that, but be prepared to ignore that for a while. You know why you have lost weight. It's not that you don't know it's unexplained weight loss. You know that there is a disease process because of which you have lost weight. So it's okay. Stick with your diet, stick with your lifestyle, stick with your exercising schedule, and give yourself time and give it a good 6 months to 1 year. Be patient and the weight gain will happen.